Hello everyone, my name is Diane and welcome to Didedi's Crafty Corner. Tonight we're going to be looking at the travel stamp platform by Tonic Studios in the Tim Holtz brand. So I already have the larger one and I just recently purchased the smaller one, and I thought I would go ahead and do a side-by-side comparison and let you see them. I did take it out of the sleeve that it comes in, so it is right here, so we're going to take a look at it. This one is 6.5 by 6.5, so 6.5 inches by 6.5 inches. It's just going to take up a little less real estate on my desk. I did buy both of these. I've already had the larger one, which is 8 by 8. I did buy these to replace my other stamping tools that I have, my other stamping platforms that I have. Because these are just much sturdier and seem to be a higher quality. So when I tested out the larger one, I decided I wanted to go ahead and get the small one, and I will be letting my other ones go. So yeah, here's the sleeve. It comes in a nice box. It is protected from scratches and stuff, and here it is. So this is the 6.5 by 6.5. It has measurements on both sides. On the inner side, it is inches. On the outer side, it is metric. So that's got you covered either way. We also have the new book showing us what's new for 2018. I really thought about the craft mat this year, but I've decided against it. Too much glare for when I'm shooting videos, and you know, I don't want to have to move things around, so I'm just going to stick with what I already have. But I do think it's a really cool concept. So they've got a couple of the non-stick mats and the media tools that go along with this, but you could purchase them individually to use on your own mat. That's not a glass mat. So they still have the stamp platform in the large, and then they've got the travel, they're calling it a travel, and also they have the bags to match. We're getting, all of the tools are now going to be in black handles instead of the red handles. I didn't really care either way. I do already own this, and I like it okay. I wish it was a larger size. I'm going to be honest. I really wish this would cut my 11-inch paper as well. You know, vertically, and it doesn't. So I have been thinking about this one as well. It's just the guillotine and small children kind of freak me out a little bit. This one as well, I keep this one up high. I like the ones that you can kind of lock, but and take the blade off. There's the other one that I use. All the scissors are now in black, and like I said, that doesn't, either way, doesn't bother me, the color either way, so I'll be keeping my red ones. And all the tools are going to be in black, and I have those already in red, and I'm just going to keep them in red. So yeah, so there's the new book. All right, let's do a little looky-see. We'll do, so this is the 8 by 8. This was the first one that I got, and here's the 6 by 6. And then we'll do a side by side. So you can see this one's just going to take up a lot less real estate. And for me, that's important, because when I do my stamping, I don't do front to back. I do it side to side. So if I'm on my mat and I'm filming, right, I want you to be able to see what I'm stamping. When I open this all the way up, I'm off the mat and hitting stuff to the side, right? So it's not the best thing to use when I'm on video, but also when I'm just crafting, it can be a little bit big for just a card. So I was excited to see that they were coming out with the smaller version. But let me show you how your paper is going to look in here, in the big one and in the small one. Let me move our little small pieces of paper. All right, so let's start with here's a piece of cardstock that is 5.5 by 4 1/4. So you can see that's how that looks in there. You got plenty of room. You can move it around. The other thing I like about the big one is that you can use your bigger stamps. You can put it in the middle. You can use your large rubber stamps, which I think we're going to be able to do with the smaller one too. So you get a complete coverage of your whole stamp. It's going to pick up your big stamps and hold it, so you can go down more than once if you need to, right? So then this is what it's going to look like. The bigger one looks like with the 8.5 by 11. And you can also do 12 by 12. Really, you could do whatever size you wanted to in here. And it's going to close just fine, right? So you're not going to have any issues with anything hanging up or any indentations. It works perfect. So I have really, really loved this one quite a bit. So I was very happy to get this one. And like I said, space-wise, I can use this when I'm using a larger project, and I can use my smaller one when I'm just making a card or doing something smaller, or if I happen to travel with it as well. All right, let's look at the smaller one. So like I said, the larger one is 8 by 8. This one's 6.5 by 6.5. Okay. So here is what it looks like with the 4 1/4 by 5.5 inch paper. Perfect, right? Absolutely perfect. But let's say we want to use our little large rubber stamps in here to cover this whole page. Not a problem. Oh, let's turn it around because you want it to be on the rubber side, right? So all you're going to do is turn it around so that you can read the word rubber. Pick up your rubber stamp and you'll be able to do the same thing. Right? Super cool. And then this is what it would look like with your 8. You could still use a larger piece of paper, by the way. Let's slide this where you can see. 8.5 by 11. Because there's no catcher on this side or this side, it's open here and it's open here. You can use whatever size piece of paper your heart desires. So super cool. You can flip it either way. It would work in any position. Just like that, and yet you saw that takes up very little space on my desk to do it that way. So yeah, I really, really like these. They are superly, is that a word? Superly? They are made very well. They're made very, very well. The pieces that are inside here are steel. The pieces that are inside here are steel. And this is all together. It's all made from one piece, as you can see. So there's no little bits that are going to come apart. And I just think this is very well made, and I'm very impressed with this particular stamp press. So I do own both of them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will be showing you this in detail when I start doing some stamping with it. I just took it out of the box, so yeah. I can't really say it's a first impression because I haven't actually used it, but it's identical to the larger one that I've been using now for quite a while, and I really like it. So now that I've got both of them, I can get those other ones out of here and just have the two. I'm super, super happy about that. Also with this one, I could go front to back with it and have enough space on my desk. Because my desk butts up against the wall, that was really hard to do with the 8-inch one. So I had to do it side to side. I would still probably do it side to side just when I'm on film, so you guys can see everything I'm doing. So yeah, that's a look at it side by side. Let me get the other one again so you can see it real quick as we go out. There we go. Yeah, I got a little bit of glare, but it is nighttime, guys. I apologize for that. But that's pretty cool, right? Now, I can honestly say you probably don't need both of them. And if you do primarily cards, I would say this would be just fine. I don't think you're going to have any issues if using this one for bigger pieces of paper. And this one you can go super big, but this one, because there's no lip, you can use an 8 by 8.5 by 11, no problem as well, or a 12 by 12 really. So I think that it's whatever you would like to do, right? Let me see the clear. Pretty cool. All right, so that's what they look like. If you guys have any questions, you can leave them down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.